Bonjour, good morning there, Chippewas of Kelowna Stony Point First Nation members. Today is Wednesday the 28th of October 2020. I'm doing a brief community update in regards to a couple of things. Number one, again, congratulations to all of us and Lambton County. There's only 3 active cases of COVID-19 here. The mortality rate of COVID-19 in our county here is at 25, and it's been at that number for a number of months. So good job. Things are relatively safe out there, but that's because we've taken those measures to keep ourselves safe. I have my handy dandy face mask here with me that I'm not wearing right now because I'm inside and shooting a video. But it's important to take all those precautions and keep in mind that we are still in a pandemic. So there's that. I also wanted to take a moment to mention that there was a notice that went out to the community members yesterday about a precautionary boil water advisory. It's important to note that it's a precautionary boil water because it's highly doubtful that any contaminants entered our water system, but there was a breach. A contractor was doing some directional boring to install the fiber optics along Lake Road between Bev Clouds and Bryman Eggs. They ended up hitting the water main and causing a small break. It was under positive pressure, water was flowing out. That means that it's very, very unlikely that anything got into the system, but we can't guarantee that. So as a precautionary measure, in consultation with Health Canada, the Environmental Health Officer, the First Nation has issued a boil water advisory. So boil your water, take those precautions. And what happens is now is our community health representative will go out and take water samples in that area. Once there's what they call a double negative, 2 consecutive negative samples, meaning that there's no contaminants in our water, the precautionary BWA will be lifted. So that's what's going on there. Still, I'm sure it's safe, but just to make sure, boil your water and do the right thing. So there's that. I also want to mention in particular for our off-reserve voters that our election is 16 days away now, and of course we're not really sure how mailing times are going to work. So if you have those packages out there, mail them in, take your time, take consideration, weigh your options out, and make an informed vote, make an informed decision. The Clench package, you can vote online with one feather, or you can do the mail-in or in person on November the 13th here at the community center. Same thing for the elections, except for you can't do the one feather online voting. It must be mail-in or in person. So take your time to do that, but make sure though still that if you're mailing it in, that you get it in the mail with enough time. For those members out there that are out campaigning and throwing their hat in the ring for chief or council, please be precautious when you're out, and if you are doing the door-to-door campaign stuff or larger in-session format campaigning, please take precautions, social distancing, hand washing, mask wearing. Just make sure that we're promoting a safe and healthy community. On my last video or 2 videos ago, I had made the offer that we can do some videos and that Wes would be available. Some council members, the administration took some time to consider that, and I spoke out of turn, made a mistake, and it was decided by the admin that it probably wasn't advisable to offer those services because it could be seen by some as interfering with the election. I merely wanted to help try and provide a format for safe, healthy, COVID-friendly campaigning because we are in a pandemic, and that's always my first consideration is the health and safety of our members. So sorry if there's any confusion with that. It's sort of a retraction here. I think probably if you've called Wes, he's explained that, or the band office, they've explained it. So I spoke out of turn. My apologies. Thanks again for tuning in, and check in next week. Jimmy Gwitch.